Nightly Pulse. NBA news and highlights from January 25th. Follow along with the highlights, scores and reaction from tonight's NBA games. What's up, NBA fans? Welcome back to the channel. Tonight, we've got all the big highlights, scores and storylines you need to know from January 25th's packed slate of NBA action. Let's dive right into the pulse of the league. Let's start with the scores from the games tonight, and trust me, we had some high-scoring shootouts, buzzer beaters and key performances all around the league. Here's what went down. The Indiana Pacers bounced back to beat the San Antonio Spurs, 136-98. Minnesota Timberwolves take down the Denver Nuggets, 133-104. Boston Celtics get past the Dallas Mavericks, 122-107. Miami Heat defeat the Brooklyn Nets, 106-97. Orlando Magic edge out the Detroit Pistons, 121-113. Charlotte Hornets dominate the New Orleans Pelicans, 123-92. Toronto Raptors cruise past the Atlanta Hawks, 117-94. Houston Rockets hold off the Cleveland Cavaliers, 135-131. New York Knicks blow out the Sacramento Kings, 143-120. Philadelphia 76ers top the Chicago Bulls, 109-97. Memphis Grizzlies defeat the Utah Jazz, 125-103. Los Angeles Lakers beat the Golden State Warriors, 118-108. Phoenix Suns beat the Washington Wizards, 119-109. And the Los Angeles Clippers edge out the Milwaukee Bucks, 127-117. Now, let's talk about some of the major storylines from tonight's action. First up, the Houston Rockets complete a sweep of the Cleveland Cavaliers. These teams met earlier this week, and after a nail-biting 109-108 win on Wednesday, the Rockets took care of business again tonight with a 135-131 victory. Amen Thompson recorded a triple-double with 23 points, 14 rebounds and 10 assists. Jalen Green and Alperen Sengun also showed out, each scoring 26 points. Houston is now sitting pretty in second place in the Western Conference. Next, we've got the Pacers and Spurs splitting their series in Paris. After San Antonio's 30-point blowout win on Thursday, the Pacers came out firing today, defeating the Spurs 136-98. Tyrese Halliburton led Indiana with 28 points, and the Pacers outscored the Spurs 38-12 in the final quarter to seal the win. In New York, the Knicks went absolutely off, scoring 143 points to defeat the Sacramento Kings 143-120. Josh Hart recorded his sixth triple-double of the season, with 20 points, 18 rebounds and 11 assists. And the Knicks starting five combined for 123 of those 143 points. Insane. Out in LA, the Clippers picked up a huge win over the Milwaukee Bucks, 127-117. James Harden went off for 40 points, 5 rebounds and 9 assists, while Norman Powell added 33 points and Kawhi Leonard was his usual smooth self, showcasing some insane moves. The game was tight with 17 ties and 14 lead changes, but the Clippers pulled away with a 14-0 run in the second half. Speaking of star performances, Anthony Davis was on fire in the Lakers' 118-108 win over the Warriors. He dropped 36 points, 13 rebounds and 3 steals. LeBron James had 25 points and 12 assists, and the Lakers managed to shut down Stephen Curry in the second half, holding him to just 13 points in total. Out in Memphis, the Grizzlies took care of business against the Jazz, winning 125-103. Jaren Jackson Jr. led the way with 28 points and 3 blocks. Memphis pulled away with a dominant 36-17 third quarter, and Desmond Bane added 17 points and 8 rebounds in the win. In other news, Damian Lillard had a monster performance for the Portland Trail Blazers, putting up 29 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists in a tough loss to the Los Angeles Clippers. Lillard was doing it all, but it wasn't enough to stop the Clippers. And we can't forget about Anthony Edwards. The Timberwolves star dropped 34 points and dished out 9 assists in a big win over the Nuggets, 133-104. Another quick shout out to Jalen Brunson, who reached 5,000 career points tonight, becoming the fastest player in NBA history to do so. He did it in just 190 games, surpassing Carmelo Anthony by 1 game. What a milestone. Before we wrap things up, check out this ridiculous dunk from Quentin Grimes of the Knicks. Definitely one of the top dunks of the season. Alright, before we end, let's look at some of the top performers of the night. Anthony Edwards, Paolo Banchero, Josh Hart, and James Harden were all making their presence felt. What a night of NBA action. That's all for today's Nightly Pulse. Which game caught your eye the most? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a highlight or analysis. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you next time.